my gosh, really? Good grief, stop doing that. Oh my gosh, I just want to make a poster real quick, guys. Oh, forget it. Okay. Moving on. Alright, I think I'm all good. I think I'm set up for the most part. So, this is my old, my last sketchbook. Pause the music real quick. This is my new sketchbook. I just started it, so as you can see, this is how I use my stickers. I just throw it on my sketchbooks. And I added the month and year that I started it. These are my goals. And that's the first page, and that is all I have in this new sketchbook. Well, we don't care about the new sketchbook right now. I care about this old one. And you can see the difference. They're the same type of sketchbook. So this sketchbook originally looked like this one. So I'm gonna... Sorry, I'm trying to get the best angle and look, but yeah. These are the same type of sketchbook, so you can tell how much I put into this. So I am going to do a little sketchbook tour with this one. Making sure I look good. Okay. I'll probably zoom in closer when I open it here. So I originally started a sketchbook in 2020, and usually my goal is to complete a sketchbook a year, but that didn't happen, and everyone knows 2020, how that went. So I just finished it this month, not that long ago. So without further ado, goals I had. One of these I could not complete because 2020. But selling one art piece, I think it counts. I sold some stickers last year for the first time, and then more poses, which you'll see I did draw a lot more poses. So let me zoom in here so you can see a little better. So I have random creature. I don't know what this is, but it was drawn with alcohol markers. I think I just doodled this one late night. And then these are zines that I applied to and got into, except Here Be Dragons. I don't even remember. I'm guessing I didn't get into that one. A bunch of these beginning doodles, I was still in training for my current job. It feels forever ago. So I did a lot of alcohol markers also because I was still new to them. So I have a Pokemon character. That's a Pokemon drawn like Animal Crossing, just to get an idea of what I want to draw for the zine. Random doodle, random doodle. This is part of a sticky note. I just like polka dots. This was a thumbnail for my zine piece for a zine that's featuring the 10th Kingdom. I have no idea what happened to that zine because I have not seen it come out. And this January 6th was when I did this thumbnail, and I streamed working on it, so I don't know what happened. This is also a thumbnail for something that never happened. If you see all these yellow stains, it's because the yellow marker I have sucks. So mermaid, fairy, ideas for February, which I didn't really do. Zines that I wanted to do, or I have. Colored pencil, just a lot of doodles. Some fan characters, some original characters. Knuckles from Sonic. Call them Magical Monster Girls. I like them a lot. They're really cute and fun to draw. Got some Legend of Zelda stuff because I really like Legend of Zelda. Sorry if you hear weird noises. I have cats running around. This is a character from a dream I had, so I did draw her a little bit. Stream ideas. Another dream character. My cat as a character and some stats. Random dragon, another magical monster girl. This is a self-portrait, technically. It's a picture of me if I was a Pokemon trainer. I would probably mostly be fairy type, or if I was like a Pokemon gym leader, I would be fairy type. So this would be my team. And of course I have this because it's a color pencil and it smears everywhere. But yeah, that's my team. Another dream character, I really don't remember. This was somebody's character on TikTok. It was one of those like, you draw it in this style. So this was one of their characters, and this was another one of their characters. And you'll see me put a lot of papers on top of the backs of things because the marker bleeds through. Dream character. Mega Man characters I have. This is based, not him. The Sonic, basically, just Sonic doodles. More Mega Man characters I have. An idea I had. February. More random doodles. Shadow and Amy from Sonic, because they are my one true pairing. Sorry, guys. but not sorry. More characters I have. I wanted to actually like color them because last time I drew them was Inktober for 2016, I think. And this was before the pandemic hit, so I got to go to my usual anime crossroads. So yeah, we got to go. I have this whisker in here. I'm a weirdo. I put things in my sketchbook. I have a whisker here that's really neat because I found it and it's split 3 different spots and I thought it was really cool. Drew this at Anime Crossroads. The whole theme was like switching a character's gender. And there's the Tetra and Zelda from Wind Waker. Another dream I had, except it related to dragons, of course. This is me posting random crap because my brain hurt and I could not think of an idea to draw. Thinking of a monster character. This is Knuckles and Shadow, who were part of a alternate universe idea I had, so I drew a couple pictures of them. I was not feeling great when I drew these 2. Another dream character, he stayed. I actually did something with him. And this is actually based off of this little like shoulder dragon I got at Anime Crossroads. So it's like super shiny because that dragon is very shiny. This is a redesign of an old character. Can you stop making noise over there? Stop. Hi. I did some mini scenery things, practice, because practicing is always good. And like I mentioned earlier, poses. So here's my character in Rita, kicking somebody. Here's that idea for the redesign. I actually sketched this out before I colored this because this is on a separate piece of paper. Another character. Actually, all of these are my characters. I saw a sketchbook tour where somebody did this, so I just instantly knew I wanted to do this, especially since the, as you can see, the markers bleed through, so I thought it would be a good idea. So I have all kinds of characters here. I don't think all of them have names, or at least I don't remember all their names off the top of my head. More brain splatter because I could not think of something to draw. This little robot is named... Nope, too late. I'm not starting over. You just came in time though, because look, it's Perry. Hi, Astral. It's Perry the robot. Who's Conundrum Rob's little mascot. I made him. So I drew Perry. And I drew a little robot because my baby brother likes to watch my dad stream. So this is his little robot friend. This is old Friends character named, it's a Steven Universe fan character. Wanted to do more poses, sketch ideas. My cat's like making noises. Sketch ideas for a zine I was in. More sketch ideas. I have a lot of dream drawings in here, and I'm not sorry. So these are more dream characters I had. And that's from the same dream as the one before. More Shadow and Amy, because I have no shame. This page is just pencil sketches. Ella. Are you Ella or Cindy? Cindy, what are you doing? Shush. Mermaids for Mermaid. Girl. This is my character, my tiefling character in Dungeons and Dragons. So this was the first drawing I did of him. It takes a little bit before I get a hand of how I want to draw him. But that's just to scribble down what I think he looks like. And he's based off of Dream character right here. I had a dream, had this character. thought he looked a lot like a tiefling, so I made him into a tiefling. Sonic fan characters. More Sonic fan characters. This is a cannibal mermaid. It's eating an arm. This whole page is just characters that belong to an old friend of mine. I wanted to do something with just ink, which is something I would still like to do. Focus more on like details and stuff. These were related to challenges on TikTok. This was awful, so I didn't even bother finishing it. I do kind of like this. It's a fairy. Another Friends character. Very old dream characters I had a long time ago. Maybe not that long. Maybe 2017, I think, because they're in my 2017 sketchbook. So, old characters. Kind of wanted to update them. Thumbnail for Tokyo Mew Mew Zine. My character, who's adorable. A redesign of my Legend of Zelda character, and then I drew somebody else's character with her. Somebody else's character. I just drew it as a request because I asked. This is Perry the Robot again, except he's on a companion cube because I think at the time Conundrum Rob was playing Portal. More of my characters, doodles. Another character, I know who she is. I don't think she has a name, though. Again, my tiefling character. There is a difference between this one and the last one, so it's just, I have to figure out how to draw him. These two were also from a dream, but I don't want them, so they're actually for sale, and somebody can have them. I don't want them. And apparently they need new washi tape. Thumbnail for a commission. Thumbnail for the cover of my zine, Faces of Evil, which I am very disappointed in people right now because we have a poll going for figuring out which theme category we should go with, and there's only 3 people who have voted in that poll right now, so I'm very disappointed at everybody. This is based off of a Sonic dream I had. Well, I'm glad you voted. You're one of 3 people. Both still related to the Sonic dream I had. His eyes are red because the ink does not play well with my gel pen. Now, I covered this up because this is my little, long story short, when I went to the hospital last year in June. For my appendix trying to kill me. And I did draw Sonic while I was there. So, that was just not fun. I also drew this while I was in the hospital still. It's my character Felix. Dragons. Because why not? Again, I had to go back to the hospital. To get a drain put into me because they found that I had just like an abscess where my appendix was, so it's not a fun time. Just before that though, my online friend Itchy came for the first time and we met in real life, and he doodled this sketch of my character Seth. This is a person I found on TikTok. I thought it was really cool, but I really hate this drawing because it doesn't do any justice. Cute mouse character, more Shadow and Amy, no shame. Sonic characters that I have. This whole spread is actually based off of a couple of dreams I had. I think these two were actually in the same dream. Totally unrelated to each other though. Oh, they found the bell. And this was this weird Sonic. I don't... Close-up of what? Close-up of which? Which what? I don't remember what the stream was about. I remember this dream is about this character. What is his name? I don't remember. He's the one that, like, he can touch you and you incinerate type of, like, you just turn into dust. And he was coming to ask for help for something. And this was, like, yeah, I did not do it justice. This was a real bad scribble. It was some weird dream, and there was lights and magic, and I just remember being this character who was able to, like, make these little light mushroom things. I'm sorry for the bell, my cats are crazy, but I haven't expanded this idea or anything. It was just something I had in a dream. A lot of these are, like, dream related. This is gay. This is not. This is a dream. Again, another dream I had. It was kind of messed up. I can't remember much. I know these are all siblings. I know he was like the night guard from FNAF. I don't freaking know why. But he was coming to save. Basically, he was an older brother to these two, and they didn't even know he existed, and he was basically coming back to save them from an abusive household, and he lived with these two? I don't know. This was basically Link, and he was looking for Zelda, but in order to look for Zelda, he was pretending to be a girl and wearing dresses to balls and stuff. And then I don't know who this was. This was just some weird, you know, like, cheeky little guide character. Sonic characters. I wanted to draw my character Krisha in the uniform of Eggman because she really likes Eggman. Another dream character, some weird dragon I really liked. Apparently she released mist from her mouth. Okay. These are must have been zines I applied to, and then my Sonic character, and then a sticker I got from birth control. I drew that dragon again, and the only reason there's a paper here is because I used I don't know if you kind of see it, very sparkly ink, and I didn't want those sparkles getting on this picture. And this picture is just like my now self, present self, meeting my younger self. It was inspired by the Everything Stays from Adventure Time. Like, yeah, I'm changed, I've grown up and stuff, but I'm still, like, a big Zelda nerd. This was me attempting to sketch out something from a dream I had where it's like, it's my high school, but it's not my high school. This is during ACAB. I'm just proud I can draw fists. I learned that a group of hedgehog are called a prickle. So I drew a prickle. This is sketches related to Mega Man characters. Here's my girls, the Poe sisters from Ocarina of Time. It has been so long since I've drawn them, so I decided I would draw them again. So obviously we have Meg and Beth and Joella. Joella. One of those. And then Amy's on the other page here. So, they look a little more witchy. Not a little more witchy. Look a little more like Pose. This way. This is a whole comic. Again. I discovered to just do this. So all kinds of things in my sketchbook. The only reason I have papers here is because the yellow alcohol marker likes to bleed everywhere. So this entire comic is based off of this scene in Parks and Rec with the broken, I think it's coffee machine. It's a hilarious scene, and I thought it would fit the Mega Man characters very well. So I had them reenact the entire scene. These are charm ideas if I were ever to do Zelda charms. This is me trying out alcohol markers from the store Five Below. They were $5 for like 12 of them. It was mostly like black and white colors, but I was able to try them out with my character Claudia. This picture took 100 years, and the light blue marker I had just freaking faded away so fast. But these are Fire Emblem characters. I actually cosplay her. But it's just all of them together because I had this idea stuck in my head related to the song from the Rapunzel animated series. This is another dream I had. That's all I remember. I don't remember what the dream was about. I think this was related to me drawing myself as a villain. This is me wanting to draw something related to all of the Ocarina of Time sages and then deciding giving up because sometimes you just give up on faces. Another dream. Most of these are like dream characters. He looks a lot like a Mega Man character, but I don't even remember what it was exactly now, but I'm sure I can find it because I wrote it up somewhere. This is a D&D character I made. Not that I'm using her right now, but that would be fun to have a Dragonborn cleric. Sketches for some ideas. Doodles. That's me as a Fraggle. I drew myself as a Fraggle like forever ago, and I decided to redraw myself as a Fraggle, so that's me as a Fraggle. I was supposed to draw something in this because I wanted to mimic a Polaroid, and then I didn't do anything. This is my character, and this is a friend's character, and I basically just had them, like, switch what would be a masculine, feminine outfit. He doesn't look too bad in a dress. My tiefling character, this is when I finally settled on how to draw him. It took me forever, but I really like this picture. There's only like one tiny mistake in here. But my beautiful tiefling rogue. These are Mega Man characters, Top Man and Tundra Man, and they both skate. Ice skate and like regular skating, so I thought they would be cool together. This is me designing a D&D character for our holiday campaigns. So I repurposed an old character, and he is now a D&D character. And I was playing off the idea of a werewolf because our first holiday campaign was a Halloween one. So I thought it'd be funny. Tiefling character, more like D&D doodles, really. I remember doing this at work. It's an idea I had just... I say Fi. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her name, but her watching after Link as he's sleeping through the 7 years. I really liked the idea, so I'm very glad I painted it. The character Felix, some stickers, my character Jessie, who's very happy and blushing. This is brain empty, no thoughts type of thing. Sonic, a dragon. Yeah, adult Link comforting his younger self through all of the pain and suffering he had to do. This is my sticker when my printer decided to turn Zelda's hair green. Tiefling character is a baby. This was supposed... I don't remember if I posted this or not, but this is based off of something from TikTok. And this is me going through, because it's one of those like, hey, here's a drawing challenge. If you like the night, you're a girl, do your favorite color is the skin, your phone color is the hair, stuff like that. So I wrote all of it down before I actually drew it. My character Jessie, Sonic characters, really old ones that hadn't been redesigned, so I doodled them. They look more like proper kids now. Oh, this whole page is just dream characters. She's earlier in this sketchbook, so she's the newest one. This one's based off of a dream related to the Jedi, and this piece was just like, maybe they could be in the same universe. With, like, Jedi feelings and, like, steampunk. And this was me attempting to draw a more, like, 90s magical girl version of a character. I don't think it worked, but that's fine. Of what? Close-up of which one? Because the whole, basically, long story short, her dream, she was like Korra, she could use all the elements and stuff, but she's running away from being a hero, and she's being chased down, because they're like, you gotta save the world, and she's like, nah, no. And then this one is, one of the last of her kind or something. Their kind, sorry. Yeah, this is just... I like this character. She's very cute. And her dream, she could like fly, she had psychic powers, and she had a goblin friend. Who's this? And he was a book goblin? He was not a good one. D&D fun. That's my friend's character. That's my character. This is exactly how that would play out. I think I drew these... Yeah, they're the same night. So I drew these when I was not up to being at the session, but I sat, like, after a while, I came in and just listened to them, because they were fine with me chilling there. This is me venting, because I vent with this Mega Man character. That's me drawing somebody's Tabaxi character. I drew this in Extreme once, and this is a Starseer, which is a type of species I've created, and she's up for sale. She, they, whatever. Breath of the Wild. Wow, I forgot the name of it. Breath of the Wild version of a character I have. It was kind of challenging and fun to figure out how to translate her from Wind Waker to Breath of the Wild. Just notes and thumbnails and my character in a uniform. This is me taking another old character, old Fire Emblem fan character, and turning her into a D&D character. This is my Sonic character, Krisha. This is me drawing her first design versus her recent design. Mushrooms. Because why not? And this is my Tiefling character with his father. I hate how his father looks, but he looks pretty nice. He looks fancy. He's a very fancy man. More Sonic characters to redraw, because I like redrawing old characters. I have a little pocket here. And it's just Mega Man characters singing a part of a FNAF fan song. And this is a video on TikTok, so you can see this on TikTok. So these fit in the pocket because they're small enough, but obviously this last panel is not, so it's not, it just hangs out here. This was for our Christmas campaign. I did not join it. I was not feeling great, but this was, I drew my character in Christmas getup. These are just random doodles. This I didn't even complete. And then 2021 happened. So these were my 2021 goals, which I did repeat and put in my new sketchbook, so I knew what my goals were. This is me drawing dragon tails as actual dragons. So we have Cassie. who is my favorite, which is why I started with her. And then here's Org? I don't know. I drew him as one too, and they're both TikToks. This was a magical girl character. I actually drew her as a magical girl because I never drew her as a magical girl before. Update on a Pokemon character I had. These are sketch ideas for a zine I'm in. I ended up deciding to go with this one right here where it looks like he's upside down because he got tossed around. And I started that sketch finally. More tiefling things, kind of a little bit related to his backstory. A dream I had, which was weird and I don't understand it. I'm not even going to try to understand it. This was me redesigning this character because I didn't like how she looked. So I was trying to go for more of a fishy vibe because she's related to the Dorado constellation, which I believe is like a goldfish or something. And then this is my little thumbnail for a drawing I started working on, which I think you guys have seen. So these are, for the last few, I decided to do art games on Toy House. So it was like draw your character, draw somebody's character above, whatever. So I believe this character was Neon was the name. That's Mel. I'm not even going to pronounce that dragon's name. At this point, I didn't even bother covering this because I was done with the sketchbook. That's another one. I forgot what her name was, but... And then at this point, this is the end of it. So we have swatches. I think this is a oh no, this sticker got like a wet drop, so I'm not gonna sell that. So I just shoved her in here. My alcohol marker swatches, and then back here I just put a bunch of stickers because the swatches bleed through. And then apparently a sticky note of all my dream characters that I don't even care about half of these. But yeah, so this is, once again, this is the one I just finished. I'm gonna zoom out here. This is the one I just finished. This is the one I just started. And they're the same type of sketchbook. So this sketchbook originally looked like this one. But now it's big and fat. Even snapped the, I snapped the thing off. It just went. And you say that I've used my sketchbook so much, but I still struggle to fill my sketchbooks. Especially at the end here, I was really struggling to draw. But, when I use it, I do all kinds of things, and this is kind of just what makes me happy for my sketchbook. So I tape things like, the weird whisker I have in here, or my con badge, or anything like that. So I do things, and I recently started adding these little spreads, and that poofs it up, and painting on it also makes it all wavy and stuff. So this is a fat sketchbook just because of all of that. But the sketchbook tour is basically my way of saying goodbye, old sketchbook. I could finally put you up with the rest of them. And hello, new sketchbook! I can't wait to get... I've already started a picture in here, but I can't wait to fill you. It's... fresh sketchbook. And I've already decorated with all the stickers. This is how I use my stickers. I just plaster it onto my sketchbook. So, and that is that. And now I need a drink because I talk so much. Okay. Thank you for watching that sketchbook tour. I am now going to shift gears. Oh my goodness. Also, I would just like to say, I used the last sketchbook way more than the one before it. This is the one I had before it. It's the same type of sketchbook. Okay, so I am going to switch to not that one. Where is the other one? Where is my old man? Here's my old man, and now I will also continue playing music. Because it is quiet. Play the music. Play that funky music. Thank you. Alright. I am going to real quick edit my title so it doesn't say Sketchbook Tour anymore. There you go, there you go. Cool. Okay. Also, sneaky peek. This is a sketch. I gotta work on Lucario eventually. For a Smash Brothers zine. Sketchbook out of the way. I know I said I was going to finish up watercolor and then I would do color pencil. Of course, I did not know I was going to finish my sketchbook, but that's not the point. Trying to rearrange things a little bit. I don't even remember what I want to detail. I guess obviously my old man here. Let me get my, oh my goodness, references up. I know I want to add some shading. Just a little bit. So I think I'm going to give him some shading. And try not to drink my paint water. I always catch myself like going towards it. Okay. And it's only because it's on my right side, so I just like, I'm right-handed, I automatically go that way. I don't need to drink paint water. I've only drunk paint water once in my life. I think I'm good. And that time, it was during a stream where I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm leaving. This is the end of the stream. Please leave. I'm sure I had an orange for him. I can't tell what I did on this palette. And I know I was having issues with the red. I do want to work on making that a little easier to tell the difference before I go to color pencil. It's one of those color pencil and can only go so far. Don't have that many shades of red. Did you, Astral specifically, did you see, I watched, nope, where I want to start this conversation. So there is an animator that I watch who is a Zelda animator, and they released something for the 35th anniversary, and I guess I was wondering if you've seen it yet, because if not, I will send it to you, because it's like exploring what happened to cause the downfall timeline. So it's set in Ocarina of Time. And it starts like right after they realize Ganondorf's about to kick their butt. Okay, awesome. It's only part 1 of a series, but it's like 17 minutes long, which is a lot. So yeah, I'll send that to you after the stream, because it was the animation. It's not like 100% there, but it's super close, like super, like you can tell effort and time was put into it. Also, I am going to go ahead and take another moment to fan over another animator I follow. He has nothing to do with Zelda. He does his own original stuff, and I, again, don't know if you've heard of it. Have you heard of Autodel at all? Because that's like the big series he's known for. Okay, so if you like weird utopia, this is actually a dystopia type of things, it's pretty good. The original video, what was it called? I think Perfect Citizen or something like that. Basically, Autodel is a city where is built around the idea of being pretty and fitting in a specific standard in order for the machine that is the city to keep working. And it is, each one has gotten better and better, like just mwah. So like the first one's kind of like, just the detail in the most recent one is amazing. And he also does making of videos, so you can actually see some of his thoughts and progress in it. It's pretty neat. That's not the only thing he's done, but that's like the main thing he's known for. And it's so interesting, especially the last one. The last one was basically showing more of the origins, because the whole idea is there's this world that started dying and killing everything off, and a man basically saved it, but in order to save it, he has to have these like specific guidelines, and people have to act a certain way, and it's kind of horrifying, but like he did it to try to help humankind survive. It's just so weird, and it's so amazing. But he's also done some dinosaur animations. He's also done one which he officially said recently is related to Autodale, but it's not directly Autodale. And that one was, I don't remember what it was called, but it really plays on the idea like you can't enjoy the good stuff without the bad, or because it's like a 2-video series, and the second one really was relatable because it made me think of like depression, like it related deeply with me on that level. So I recommend him. He's got a neat style. I think those are the only 2 real animators I follow. I don't think I follow anyone else. I think everyone else is either an artist or a gamer. I mean, I don't mind. I like watching people do art. And obviously you guys don't mind if you're watching me. And into centuries. Don't you see that there is vengeance in my eyes? I'm trying to figure out what did I do last time with him. Trying to figure out what your past self did is annoying. How is everyone's 2021 going? I hear mixed results for most people. Same. I feel like I'm slowly getting better at getting to work more often. I'm still not getting to work every day, but I'm getting to work more often, which is way better than nothing at all. I'm a little worried about money, but money doesn't motivate me, so it's really hard. It's just so easy not to go to work because money doesn't motivate me like it motivates a normal person. Just like, that's fine. I could, if I didn't need it, I would live without it. Vengeance in my... Oh, also, I apologize. I haven't sent you your present. I plan on hitting, like the post office or whatever, not tomorrow, but Thursday. Because I have to send off, Conundrum Rob's order from my store. So, I can go in and get an envelope and send yours off. And I have added something to it. I hope you like it. And I'm hoping to add a little more, some little goodies to it. So, that will be sent off. So, hopefully you'll get it by, like, next week. At the latest. Because I think it actually looks pretty cute despite not having like a ton of color on it. It's mostly pink. Which I don't think is a bad thing. They're both very pink, the characters. Watch the mailbox like a hawk. Watch it, and then if it doesn't give you what you want, threaten it. That's how that works, right? I still love all the little, all the mailman hostage. No, don't torture the mailman. He's just doing his best. Crap, what was I gonna say? I love all of the needle felt things you've sent me. Sugar Pop, Fergie, and my Air God sits right here on my art shelf. Sugar Pop, unfortunately, has a messed up tail because my cats really liked to eat her. but they hang out right here, and then my Poe sisters hang out in my bedroom. They did, Amy and Beth did get knocked down the other night because my cat is freaking crazy and knocked down everything and was trying to climb to who knows where. But they're fine. They're not like torn up or anything. So, but they did have a tumble. They're doing better than my fox, my little sugar pup. Her tail's a mess. That's very, and it's just Ella, my gremlin. She just chewed at the tail. It's not like the worst thing ever, but you can tell she's a little messed up in the butt. What is that supposed to be? Yeah, I don't know why I left it white there. That makes no sense. I'm guessing you're not having many calls right now, considering how chatty you're being. I personally, at my job, get a lot of calls, but thankfully a lot of them were very simple. Because they were about 2020 taxes. Or simple tax questions. It's like, you're fine. You're good. 46 minutes? I wish. I don't even get like 5 seconds before another call comes in. But it's also like at night right now. Very. But hey, I can entertain you, right? We'll chill, we'll hang out, we'll cry. When I mean we'll cry, I mean probably over something like that causes feelings. I make myself have feelings over Zelda all the time. I don't know why. Like, I love Zelda, but recent times, probably when I started to continue this actually work on this, I just feel like it's been stronger. And I'm not sure it's if I'm just like trying to cope. So 2020, or if I just in a mood for Zelda. I need to finish Minish Cap. I keep forgetting that I left Minish Cap like right before I went after oh, I'm gonna butcher his name. Is it Vadi? Oh, freak it. I don't know. Oh no. The rat. The rat. Like it's right after you get to Vadi. Like I stopped right after you get to, like, you finish and get the 4 things for the sword. I'm sorry, I'm blanking out on words. And you go back to the castle and start, like, freeing people from the stone and all that. Like, that's where I left off. So, I need to go back and kick his butt. Is what I need to do. Fatty? How about that? Is that better? Fatty? Is that fat? So dumb. But yeah, that's where I left off, and I just stopped. So I need to do that, and I don't think I'm ever gonna be Link's Awakening. I'm just stuck, and I can't beat it. I need somebody else to play it. Somebody else beat it for me. Beat the boss, because I'm stuck fighting the eagle. So I think I'm in the Eagle Tower or whatever. I'm forgetting names. It's been so long since I've looked at it. And I kept getting knocked down, so I just gave up. So kind of giving up on that one. Don't make fun of me! I'm pretty sure you're right. I'm pretty sure it's Eagle Tower. Either way, he's a butt. I get knocked down every single time, and then, because it's the old game, it's the, like, I have it on my 3DS, so I get knocked down, and it's like, oh, you gotta start all over, and then I want to cry. Like, I can't stay up there, so I've kind of given up on that one. I really want to beat it. Like, I know there's the remake on the Switch or whatever, but I really want to, I have on my 3DS, why can't I beat it? Probably could beat Minish Cap before I beat that one, but I haven't tried that, so. Is it Game Boy? Because it was Link's Awakening originally, it was on the Game Boy, right? And then it went to Game Boy Color? I don't know which version I have on the 3DS. Whatever was available. I would love them to do... If I had to pick another game for them to remake, I would love it if they remake A Link to the Past in the style of A Link Between Worlds. I think that would be great. I don't think anyone would be mad if we got that. Because A Link Between Worlds was good. And I think A Link to the Past would look good that way. We'd probably get blonde Link and not pink-haired Link, which would be a little disappointing, but whatever. I think it would still be cool. Because that's another game I keep just getting stuck on, and then I restart because I don't play it after a while, and I have a problem. The problem is I can't finish old Zelda games. They too hard. They kick my butt. I'm sure I could beat A Link to the Past if I really tried. And if I didn't restart every 4 temples. I give up. I'm sure if I played with a guide, I'd be able to play the first 2 games. And I think I want to do that because I want to play the games. I want to play them. I can get to the first temple in the first game. That's it. That's all I can do. It's the only temple I can get to and complete. And then I want to, if I ever get a better computer, I want to play Ocarina of Time randomized. So I think that would be fun. I've already beaten Ocarina of Time on 3 hearts. So I think it would be fun to, you know, take the next step and be crazy. Some Cuckoo and the Cocoa Puffs. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah, I have the 4 Zelda games in one on the GameCube. So I have the first 2 Zelda games on there. But I don't know enough about the original game to really beat it on my own. I kind of like that my new mouse automatically falls itself to sleep. I got a new mouse. Look, it's mint. The green. It's my favorite color. I'm so happy. It puts itself to sleep if it doesn't get used after a while. Just kind of convenient because then you don't have to worry about wasting battery. Alright, here we go, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Yes, I have this song. No, I'm not ashamed. It's a good song. It's a good, there's a lot of good songs and fandoms that I'm not fully, or I was, or fully a part of. Like, have you heard FNAF songs? Have you heard Five Nights at Freddy's fan songs? Have you heard how hard they go? They are good. I'm not like a full FNAF fan, and I love their songs. So good. And of course I was a My Little Pony fan, so that's why I have this song. I have a couple, I think... Lullaby for a Princess is my other favorite one. That's from My Little Pony. It's just a good bopping song. Disco. Stepping stone for breaking back the wrong. Take the tyranny away. Somebody did like a little, not living... Tombstone, oh my god. Tombstone. Whatever. Not the person who actually remixed the song, but, somebody did, like, a live action music video, and I remember enjoying that a lot. Also, the person who remixed the song is just good in general, making songs. I think he's done a couple of FNAF songs and stuff. He also has remixed Spooky Scary Skeletons. Same person. Enjoy your lunch break! In the middle of a summer afternoon, disco.
stopping stone for taking back the throne. Discord, we won't take it anymore. So take your tyranny away.
Pokemon Remix. Dun 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 dun. I need to add blush on him. He needs to look a little more alive. He looks a little dead. Because he looks so pale. There we go. He's looking a little more alive. I know he's like guardian of the sacred realm or whatever, but good grief. I'm actually going to be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. I will be right back.
Together is all they need to be free. All the evil that awaits in the deserts and in those trees. Their hands intertwined and they feel so alive in the market square. The only thing separating them is the sunlit air. Two lovers dancing in the street, watching a signal partly making its way through the air.
Okie dokie. Moving on. Disco Carry.
Nighttime hits and the only thing that we see is each other's eyes and nothing else seems to be. Their hands intertwined and they feel so alive in the market square. The only thing separating them is the moonlit air. This cocaine.
Kokiri. But they know he will save them. Path that led to mayhem. To no one. Two lovers dancing in the street. Make his way through the alley. They're dressed in green. Hey, gets on back up this Kokiri. Don't have any. Well, there's a little bit of paint here. Try and get all the details closer together here. There is... Okay, he has... I'll have to do that with fine liner, I think. So, no, it's yellow. Gold, I mean. I don't know why I left his Triforce mark blank. I assume I was just over painting. He's got a lot of like white designs and red designs, so I think I'm gonna have to do a fine liner because they're so detailed. color is his thingies? Brown? I want to make them gray, I think. They're gray enough. I think I can get away with that. Because brown doesn't make too much sense to me. So.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, like the
Lights undo.
if you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the
Light shine through. Trying to get the medallions a little better because they look a little bleh. And also the background just needs to be.
eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true,
Let the light shine through. Why does green look like that? Why does the forest one look like that? Like it doesn't know how to be three-dimensional. to make this look a little more solid. It looks... bleh. Da, da, da. Add some blue to my purple. The shadow medallion also is looking funky. And apparently some white. And apparently more purple. This is the problem with mixing colors. Let me make this darker. Did you find the bell again? Yes, little babies. And I think the shadow medallion has a triangle in the middle. Yeah. And then it does have the 3 circles, like light does. Nothing like trying to blend paint. Cats are so entertaining. And they're ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Cindy, your sister's a weirdo. You can fly, you can reach the other side of the rainbow. Alright, take a chance, 'cause there is no circumstance that you can't handle if you use your mind. Sonic boom, sonic boom, sonic boom. Sonic boom, sonic boom, sonic boom. I think I'm gonna be switching to color pencil here. I gotta keep it going. Boom, sonic boom, sonic boom. think I can do much more to him without switching a color pencil. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna switch over. Let me put the paint stuff away. I need color pencils if I'm gonna switch to color pencil. No! One of them fell! Excuse me, why are you in my seat, girly? Ella. Why are you in my seat? Welcome back. I am switching over to color pencil now. As I splash Kool-Aid onto my face. Wow, I do not have that many purple color pencils. Okay. I made his face look a little more alive because he looked a little dead. Man, I don't even know. I guess I'll start with the 3 medallions on the left. And then work to him. Although the water medallion's looking a little ill. Need yellow, and I'm gonna need some brown. And I just have a big old, I have a mixed bag of color pencils. Although I know what kind I like now. I like expensive kind. That's what I like. Oh, I put that over here. Because for a little while, I was getting art subscription boxes. And I got one with the set of color pencils, and I really like them. But they are a very high brand, expensive. Because of course they are. It's this brand right here. Focus! Focus! Phone, please! Doesn't even know. Doesn't even know how to. Yeah, they are. Makes me sad that they're so expensive. And then people want to underpay artists. Screw that noise. How about this? Pay for my art supplies. The good kind. The kind I need. Not whatever you think is the cheapest. Okay, so, but yeah, this, I really like this brand, and I got it in art. I definitely recommend art subscription boxes if you want to play with new art supplies. Because some of them I really like. This color pencil I really like. I think I found what I got this one, this fine liner, in a art subscription box, and I really like this one too. I think there was a couple other things, but I really can't remember at the moment because my head hurts. I think I got a water brush in one of them. Oh, you know what I'm gonna need? I'm gonna need my pencil sharpener. But yeah, art subscription boxes are fun if you want to play with new art supplies. The one I was subscribed to was Art Snacks. Oh, that white watercolor that I use all the time to lighten my colors I got from the same art subscription box. And that brand of watercolor is also very expensive. I'm going to do something. Dissolve those little square triangle things because I need them gone. Wow, this is a lumpy medallion. I just shake my head at my lumpy medallion here. My watercolor pencil, look how small it is. Stinky. Small. Like me. I am also small. Actually, I'm gonna use this white. Like my red is also small. Like, it's smaller than my the other ones of the same brand. Why is my medallion lumpy? Oh, they're all drawn from the same circle. But they look lumpy. And just like my paints before, I just throw my colored pencils onto the desk. Once again, blind, I was blinded. Oh, you know what? I have a song that is great for Zelda. Just give me a moment. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Where is it? I know it's here. Where are you? I mean, I got a lot of good Zelda songs, but that's not I'm looking for. Well, never mind. I have a headache and I'm not gonna sit here and look for that. Alright, moving on. Gotta make these medallions less like blobs. And more like medallions. Ah! I'm okay. It's okay. Nothing like your art supplies trying to attack you. It's all good. We're good. We're fine. We're good. That happens way too often to me. It's way too often. Gotten any calls yet? It sounds like you're I think I've already commented that your job just seems a better fit for you now. And I'm sure moments like tonight is good. My forest medallion's a little wonky. I think all my medallions are a little wonky. Why? I know how to draw, I promise. Because your last job, was dealing with, like, phone stuff, right? I just remember you hated it and it was super stressful. So I'm glad that you finally found a job that's, like, just better. I'm sure it's better for those brain juices. See, sometimes it feels like that at my job. And then sometimes, like today, it was, see, getting paid less also doesn't help. Like today was just kind of pretty easy. Half of them were like, oh, well, you're gonna have to wait because we're backed up on processing things. And then the other half is 20 questions. So I'm like, oh, because people just don't know their taxes because that's not taught. It really should be taught, but it's not. Are you okay, computer? You okay, music? You good? Sonic music! Music to my ears, that's what it is. Control the past. We'll be together tonight. Thank you, thank you. See, the painting is great and it looks fine. He looks pretty okay. But it's like the color pencil that like tightens it up and makes it look mwah. But it also takes the longest because I have to like go back and forth on what colors I'm using. Like, people who do full-on color pencil are amazing, because they have to build up color. And that looks like it takes 100 years. I have to build up color, but I don't have to do it as much, because I have the paint, as a base. Although, forest here is a little off-center, and light here is a little lumpy, but it's fine. It's all good. The one I'm worried about is the water one because it's looking funky. And then the purple one, shadow. Oh my gosh, I know, my brain is just... I worked today, actually went and worked, and I think my energy is going down. And then, of course, I get, you know, the... Just punched. Do that often. Raphael! Sorry. names. My Ninja Turtle Raphael was on the ground. That's why I shouted Raphael. I didn't know he was on the ground. He was like, what are you doing down there? Sorry. Oh. Raphael? What are you doing? I'm just slowly losing my mind. It's okay. Look, I have Ninja Turtles at my place. I'm not ashamed about that. It was one of my first fandoms. Like, Ninja Turtles and Zelda were the thing. Green. No wonder it's my... no wonder green is like my favorite color. Oh my goodness. Between Link and Donatello, like, Donatello's my favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's just so... I love him so much. Which I do have him as well. But I have Raphael. I think my sister gave... Or... No, Raphael would have been my sibling Lai. So they must have given it to me. Because we always said... So, I don't know how much you know about Ninja Turtles. But Raphael's the hothead. And... back then... Lai was a big hothead, and we didn't realize, like, looking back at it, we realized it was because they have ADHD. But yeah, that was the thing. But I love Raphael. You know how, like, there's certain characters you're like, they're bros. They're totally bros. Like, they're literally bros, but, like, they're the best of bros. That's what Raphael and Donatello is for me. They're the best bros. Nerdy, geeky, smart guy with tough muscle who takes no crap. It's great. I also am just a sucker for, sibling relationships, which is why I really like Gravity Falls. I like Papyrus and Sans because of that sibling relationship. Who else do I? Ninja Turtles. Who else do I like that as? There's a couple others, like Tails and Sonic. I love that. Like, give me that good family love. I think that's the only reason why I attach myself to Ninja Turtles so fast. Like, I'm a sucker. Like, freaking Donald Duck with his nephews is adorable. Like, give me that wonderful family. Ah, I just suck it up. I love it. I love it so much. It's probably just because of trauma, but that's besides the point. It is probably trauma. Good old divorce trauma. Good old eldest daughter of divorced parents trauma. Thumbs up. Woo! Okay, I gotta do Mr. McMahon. I guess I'll start with red. I already have red out. He's got 2 reds going on, so this is gonna just be fun. We're gonna make this hopefully a little more red looking, because it looks a lot more on the brown side. It's not what I want. I want some red. Just a smidge. Oh, see, I already forgot about it until you just mentioned it. Oh, I have a really bad memory lately. I don't know if you've caught on with how bad I'm forgetting, like how bad I'm remembering certain words and stuff. My therapist, who I get to see tomorrow, has said that most likely I'm having issues with memory and such because I have, quote, too many tabs open in my brain. I'm stressing about too many things and I'm getting, like, I'm stuck on, like, certain things related to trauma and just things that bothered me and I never let go. So we're gonna work on that. And hopefully, as that happens, I'll become a little less tired and a little more, remembering words. Because I'm literally forgetting, spilling drink all over me. I literally forget sentences as I say them, which is not great. So we're going to work on closing those tabs in my brain. Because they need to leave. It's totally possible. Like I mentioned, my sibling Lai. We didn't realize it at the time, but we also didn't have resources because poor. And we didn't. I mean, it took forever until we realized we had these things. My sibling Lai has ADHD. And honestly, I would not be surprised if I have a version of it, but it would be, I know they don't have ADD anymore as its own thing, but I would classify it as something like that. So, I'd probably be, I mean, females are harder to diagnose with well, not harder, they just don't diagnose females with ADHD very often, so it's possible, but I can function for the most part. And I'm aware of things, like if I can't just sit here and like listen to a teacher talk, I have to do something. Same thing when I'm on the phones, like I can't sit here and listen to you talk on the phone. I literally have my phone out and I'm playing solitaire as I say hello to you and you tell me what's going on. Like, I have to do something. I'm sorry. It's totally possible. Lai's been diagnosed. I'm 99% sure my dad has ADHD. It's really obvious. Especially when you're in conversation with all of us. Like, every Tuesday before my stream, we have my baby brother, talk to us. Not talk to us. I mean, he'll talk to us, but he reads to us, because he's turning 6, so he's learning his, reading skills and practicing. And, all of us on Discord, we get distracted while he's reading this book, like, every 5 seconds. It's crazy. So, I think my dad has ADHD that's not been diagnosed. And my sibling has it. So, like I said, I would not be surprised if I have it or have a... or I'm close. Like, where it's like, you have a lot of symptoms, but not... But I guess the hard part is just, like, I am diagnosed with depression and anxiety, and since they overlap, like everything, it's really hard to know for sure. So, I'll just take it as it is. I'll work on what I have. And I'm very blessed with the therapists I have. Because I came in and I told her straight away when I first met her, I'm here to learn skills. Because I can't manage my anxiety and it's causing my stress to go off. Like, my stress is anxiety is causing stress, which is causing depression. Like, it's not good. I need help. And I've learned a lot. and I feel like I am learning more and practicing more about things like boundaries and stuff. And that's why that one time I asked, hey, if you can, please talk to me. Because I need to learn how to express my needs and wants a little better. I've grown up as a people pleaser. Again, going back to the whole eldest daughter of split parents with younger siblings and all that. So people pleasing has been my life, and now I need to learn to not do that. So I'm getting better. So I recommend it if you can get access to one. Therapist, psychiatrist, whatever. Hi. What? I'm being meowed at. Why are you yelling at me? Do you want a tangent? You can go in my lap, but you can't go on the desk. Come here. Oh, kitty. You're gonna be like, how old? 5 years old? When did we get you? 2016. Yeah, you're gonna be 5 this year. You're gonna be 5 years old, girly. Man, I can't believe I had my cat for 5 years. Feels like just the other day she was a baby. She was a baby sleeping on my blanket all the time, waiting for me to come home from college. You my baby. Say, nope, I'm not your baby. You're my person. I think it also feels like forever because she was found in an abandoned box in the park with her siblings. So we've had them since they were like itty bitty babies. Like, they shouldn't have been away from their mother itty babies. Right? Shouldn't have been taken from mama. But this one chose me, so I got to keep her. And then the other one I just ended up getting because 2 kitties are better than 1. Right, Cindy? Then you can both take turns pestering me. Hold on, I gotta give her kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'm trying to think how I want to shade his, I don't even know what to call that, but... Are you purring at you? Okay. Mwah. Hi. Can you not knock my colored pencils over with your wagging tail, please? The corner of the desk is not gonna love on you. It's not. Your tail's in the way, though. Can we, can you? Thank you. Goofy goober. That's what you are. This is the cat that likes to wag her tail. She loves, like, she just wags her tail all the time, don't you? Are you part dog? Say no, but I was raised with one around. Right? Although Marissa's gonna be old. She's getting old. Wanna go ahead and show your face? You wanna slap your head right in there? Apparently, I need to stop and pet my cat and pay attention to her. Hello, Cindy. How are you, Cindy? Would you, are you good? Can I work on my art? Ah, and together they make 1 dog and 1 cat. She does wag her tail, and like, for a little while she was playing fetch when I was trying to fall asleep, but she was playing fetch. Yeah. She comes when called. I didn't call you though. I gotta get back to this. I gotta work on him, dude. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. No, I gotta work on him. I gotta work on my stream. Or are we turning this into a cat stream? Cindy. Apparently it's time to pet the cat. It's all about the cat. Forget about the art. It's all about Cindy. It's all about kitties. Cindy. Look at that. Look at this tail. Look at this tail. It is like so active. You good? Can I go back to my stream? Okay. Apparently not. You're making my chair fart. The tail doesn't stop. It don't stop. It don't stop, does it, Cindy? Oop. Nah, it doesn't. It just keeps going. She is purring. She is a very happy kitty right now. Why don't you go harass your sister? Oh, she is purring very loudly. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I can hear you. You're so loud. Here, you want to say? No? Okay. Oh yeah, no, this cat loves rubs. I help raise them, so her and her brother really like her brother loves belly rubs. I might have been a little rough, but I don't know. They seem to like it. Her and her brother anyways. Her sister does not like it as much, but Ella is also much smaller and skinnier and not as round and chunky. Are we good yet? Are you? She's. Why are you yelling at me? I've pet you. I'm now getting slapped by the tail. I don't know if you can hear her. Right? It's just, we're now, this is now the Cindy stream. It is all about her. She is happy. She is purring. Her tail is wagging. It's all about her. Brat. Here. Cindy. Cindy Lou. Oh no. Hi, did you hear I was not streaming my art anymore? Hi, Ella. Yeah, you want to come talk to the audience? Come talk to everyone. There, beat up Navi. What? Oh my gosh. Cindy, Ella, she's named after Cinderella. She is named after Cindy Lou Who. I didn't choose their names. But they know their names, don't you? Are you just here to steal my seat? Sneef, sneef, sneef. I only have 2. Their brothers are kept by my mom. There we go, beat up Navi. I just have the 2. The brothers are kept by my mom, and they are big boys. They are 10 pounds each, so they are big boys. These guys are, she's barely 7, and she's a little over 7 pounds. Brat 1, Brat 2. Clingy and Gremlin. Trash Panda, Dog. I don't know, they're bunch of dorks. Alright. Petting's over. I got... Am I getting more viewers? The cats bring all the viewers to the Twitch. I'm gonna go back to drawing now. Is that okay? Is there any objections? I'm gonna take that as a no. Ella will be a nice, good little lab cat at times. So, she's fine. She's so small, she fits in my lap very nice. Alright. I might hit 3 hours today. That's it. I still have some percentage left. I will probably not hop onto Minecraft today because I am tired. And social energy will probably be gone by then. I still have no idea how to do that. Oh my goodness. But, the plan for tomorrow, I am going to go to my therapy session, and then I'm going to try to join you on Minecraft for your stream. Astral, if you don't know, Conundrum Rob is, I'm sure I told you this, he's my dad, and he actually streams. He streams video games. He streams all kinds of video games. He's mostly a first-person gamer, but he's the one that introduced me to Legend of Zelda. So one day he's gonna play Zelda, right? See how much you remember of Ocarina of Time. The answer is probably not that much. But it'll be fun. But yeah, I'll try to do that. Oh yeah, and I've played it several times, plus I've done the 3 heart challenge on Ocarina of Time. Because Ocarina of Time was the game he actually played a lot of. N64, man. But I've been playing, and I want to play it on, I want to play a randomized version. because I'm crazy. GoldenEye, Mario 64, Ocarina of Time. Wasn't there a Bugs Life game that we played on the N64? I distinctly remember that. Real lost, we'll get real lost today. Oh, actually, somebody remastered GoldenEye. Like, obviously, fans of GoldenEye kind of remastered it. And I only know this because I watched Vine Sauce play some of it. I thought that they kept all the, other than the scientists, I thought they changed the scientists. And I know somebody mentioned it on Vinny's stream, and he's like, because it's supposed to be the developers as the scientists. And he said, well, maybe they still are the developers, but it's the people who remastered it. Or are you talking about the one on the Wii? Because that's not what I'm talking about. I know they remade it on a console, but I'm talking about somebody actually remade it. Actually replaced the graphics and stuff. I can feel myself slightly crashing right now. I would like to take this moment that one of the most frustrating things I have found recently is the fact that I must eat. I like eating, but I don't have an appetite for anything anymore, and I think that's my new meds. Just like, that's fine. I'd rather not eat. ever. Shading white is so hard. I don't know why white is so hard to shade. I love Zelda remixes. I mean, I like Zelda in general, and we know this, but not the point. Not the point. Also, non-Zelda remixes are still mwah. Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see you talk about it. I think I really am going to try my best to work on Zelda for, my cosplay. So by the time it comes, I have a way to celebrate it coming to Switch. I am mad that those controllers are $80 though. Makes me so bad. Why so expensive? I'm still mad that everyone was so... Let's knock the phone down. You know what? You're both is bad. Both make me sad. Maybe far into the future I'll be able to have it. Find it used somewhere. I'm still mad that people were big whiny babies about it. Everyone acts like it's the worst Zelda game. You're not blue. Go away. I need... Where is my... Oh, there it is. I was like, where is my Master Sword? I'm trying to figure out how to draw the Master Sword for a moment. Just don't mind me. I've drawn the Master Sword several times and I still don't understand what I'm looking at. Isn't that sad? Oh. Like, I see lines and shinies. I hope a lot of people end up falling in love with Skyward Sword. I hope it finally gets its time to, like, be loved. Because you know how there was that Zelda cycle where, like, a new Zelda came out and it's the worst thing ever, and the game before it all of a sudden becomes the greatest thing ever? I feel like that skipped Skyward Sword. I feel like Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild broke that cycle, and everyone still hates... Not everyone, that's a general term, but a lot of people still hate Skyward Sword. And I think they're just missing out. It's a good game, good story. Just because you don't like being told what to do by a feminine sword, or want to get your pants in a twist over motion controls. I actually got mad at a friend about how he's not going to use the motion controls. He's just going to use the stick. I'm like, okay. Well, you suck. You're gonna miss out on a very essential part of the gameplay. They weren't. They really weren't. I'm sure they were, like, better now because we have better technology now, but they really weren't as bad as people were making it out to be. I literally replayed this game last year, and guess what? I did fine. I think I even did better this time than I did the first time I played. Motion controls, I feel like Skyward Sword was one of the only games that actually used the Wii like it was intended with the motion controls. So that's why I was so happy. Like, it was the only Wii game I really played. Because it actually, like, none of the Wii games that came out, I was like, I don't want to play that because it's not actually using the Wii as it was intended to. Yeah, I'm sure it's better now. So I hope people give it a chance. I just think the motion controls are very essential. And, I mean, dude, who doesn't want to pretend they're swinging a sword around and being a hero? Like, I'm sorry you're lame? I don't know what to tell people. Literally just like, I don't know, like, sorry that you don't like having fun. I don't know what to say. I really don't when people... Like I said, my friend was like, oh, I like being lazy and stuff. And I'm like, I want to choke you now. I always wanted to be like Link and swing my sword and stuff, so I don't understand people who don't get that. But I'm not getting the Switch version. I have it on the Wii, and I have my Wii U still, and I'm good. But I hope you enjoy it, because you'll have people to play it. I hope other people who've never played it enjoy it. I just hope it gets a lot more love. This is a unsharpened pencil. Please go away. This Master Sword's a little wonky. Everything in this picture is just slightly wonky except the old man, and it's kind of annoying because he was the one thing I thought I would struggle on. And I keep calling him an old man because I don't even want to attempt to pronounce his name. I have no clue how to even pronounce. I still have trouble with one of the goddesses. I don't. You know what's really annoying? I traced these circles. I traced them from a circle. They still ended up wonky. Oh well, I'll roll with it. I can fix, I think, a little bit of it. Like this I'll be able to get rid of with the gel pen. So I might actually, I thought about this earlier when I was working on painting them. I might do a white ring, like highlight around them, like I do with the main sage. That might help get rid of some of the wonkiness if I do that. So I might do that. I haven't decided if I will or not. Where? I just like throw color pencils around and then go, where are they? haven't touched his face yet. I feel like he's actually, like, I think I mentioned last time, I think he's gonna end up being, like, the quickest sage out of all of them. I think I spent the longest on Spirit and Shadow. And only because I had to sketch them from scratch. I'm sure Forest would have taken longer if the sketch wasn't done already. I'm not in a hurry to finish him, though, because I don't know how to draw Rockman. And not Rockman as in Mega Man, but Rockman as a man made out of rock. Oh. I also might be able to hide some of the wonkiness when I go to do the line art. You know what? It throws me off on him, on Gorons. They have no necks. I mean, this character doesn't have a neck either, but, like, I fudged it enough, it's fine. Gorons don't have any necks, and they're super muscular. Muscles are a weakness. Not 100% a weakness, but they are a weakness, and so it's like no neck plus giant muscles plus beard equals a mess. What I might do when I get to him, rock hard abs. So stupid. Crap, I lost my train of thought with rock hard abs. Astro, why? Why? You lost my train of thought. Oh, when I go to when I go to sketch it, I might just focus on everything else and leave him I'm really gonna leave him last minute. Once he's sketched out and he looks okay, I think I might have to do, you know what might have to happen is once I finish this, I might have to take a stream or half a stream to just study Gorons and try to draw Gorons. So I might have like a sketch practice stream and just have my sketchbook out and just try to sketch and try to figure out how to draw a Goron, because and then we can switch over to it. Because I can draw everything. I can draw dragons. I'm pretty sure I can draw the flare dancers. They're really round and then they're really pointy. So it's not really hard. They're circles and like triangles, whatever. They're fine. It's just the Goron. Just the Goron. Just him. Darunia. I don't say his name. I figured it out. So, that's might be what I... And I say flare dancers because I'm doing all three colors. I know you only fight the flare dancer twice, correct? If I remembering that correctly. So I could just do 2, and that would be more correct, but I'm going to do 3 and have all 3 of them do the 3 colors, because it's red, green, and blue, right? I'm asking you, because you're a nerd with the flare dancer. You should know. Okay, I'm not really... so I'm going to do all 3 colors. And I've drawn dragons, so it'll be fine. I'm just testing something real quick. Okay, I will need to sharpen this. So yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably take a stream and... My stapler just attacked the ground. Did you see that, Ella? She came over like, what? What's going on? So yeah, that might be the plan, is I take a stream and sketch out Gorons and try to figure out how they work. So if I could figure out how Gorons work a little bit, and I don't need to know, like, I don't need to do the whole body. I just need to figure out how the head connects to the body, mostly. Because that's where I'm stuck. My pencil immediately broke. It's great. I'm gonna sit here sharpening for a moment. I would not be surprised, actually. Okay. Sorry, my heater hasn't been on for a little while, so I'm a little surprised. I might actually, depending on how it goes next stream, next week, I might finish him and then start on studying Gorons. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We always have to see. I'm making a little, I gotta make a little shade and indent on his bald head. Should I or should I not put a little shine on his head when I do the highlights? You think that's a little too much? I don't know why this ear looks weird compared to that ear. I don't know. Don't ask. He's not like bold as in like SpongeBob bold, but I don't know why his ears ended up like that. But I think I'll be able to round that off with the white outline I do. So it should be fine. Affiliated with... I'm sorry, I lost the train of thought. Oh, I didn't see your first thing. Oh, do you not have a sub button? No, I do not have a sub button. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's because I have to be affiliated first. Second of all, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be affiliated ever because I don't have enough followers and I don't get an average of 3 viewers per stream because that's a requirement. The other requirements I think I get, because it's the other requirements is streaming so many hours. I forgot what the other one is. There's 4 requirements. I only hit 2. I have to have 50 followers, which I'm not near 50. I'm getting close to my goal of 45? Hold on. It's a goal for 2021. Hold on, give me a moment. 45. My goal is to get 45 Twitch followers this year. But you need 50 as one of the requirements to be affiliated. And then one of it's to get average of 3 viewers per stream. Another one I think is like stream 7 or 8 days very closely. And then one I think might be, I don't know, something about streaming hours. I only hit 2, so. Also, hi! I didn't know you were watching. Welcome. You a lurker? That's fine. I'm okay with that. Were you gonna try to sub to me? Is that why you're asking? Or is there another reason why you were asking? Yeah, sorry, I'm not special enough to have a sub button. This one's actually sharpened more. Oh yeah, one of my favorite Zelda fan songs that's old, but I don't care. I love it.
When I was young, with no fairy, I lived amongst the Kokiri, lost in the woods and
Facing doubts.
I ventured off into Hyrule. I ran through the fields to get to you.
You are the princess I dreamed about.
I fell alone behind these walls, knowing that I must take the cross.
To do the kingdom and devout.
Hoping that you could save my heart, protect me from
Anguish in the dark.
You are the hero.
I dreamed about you and me. Time is ours, you'll see. And I'll fight for you through eternity.
You and me.
It was meant to be.
I
Oh, destiny.
Years would go by, grew apart. The weight of the world was on my heart, and you were gone
Without a trace.
I watched as you fall.
To free the land, gave you my song, but not my hand.
Oh, how I longed
To show my face.
you and me. Time is ours,
You'll see,
and
we'll fight for you through eternity.
you and me. What's left to that you take care of
My soul,
I know you will fight for me. Stay.
Queen Bee. I can see if I can, but if I haven't, it's probably because I can't make it look good on the mask. I can look into it though. You by my side, this war was won.
I wish that this peace
Peace would never end.
but now that the evil
Is no more. Life must go back to as before.
please don't forget me.
Meet again.
You and me.
Time is ours, you'll see.
that I'll
Stand with you through eternity. That didn't do what I wanted it to do.
It was
Meant to be.
and I know
Know that you're my destiny. You and me.
time
Is ours, you'll see, and I'll stand with you through eternity.
you and me.
I think I am. This song's called Time Is Ours, and it is a Legend of Zelda fan song, specifically Ocarina of Time. It is old, but I love it a lot, and I have done a TikTok video with it, and I plan on doing a TikTok video again with it, because it is a good song. Although, you know, I don't cosplay Ocarina of Time Link, I still do it though. And the dude in the song is actually on TikTok, and I follow him, and I follow him on YouTube because he is awesome, and he plays Ocarina. I am putting up my colored pencils. I think I am done for tonight. I hit 3 hours, which I'm so surprised. Usually my phone's like 2.5 and it's done, but I've hit 3 hours, and my phone is low on percentage. I'm still proud that it got through 3 hours. But 3 hours is usually my limit, so I am. This is part of the mess I have, because I just throw colored pencils as I use them. But yeah, I recommend that Legend of Zelda fan song. I recommend quite a few fan songs. That one's one of my favorites. What does that even mean? Excuse my sister. She doesn't know what she's doing, apparently. You're watching too. Well, you're gonna watch one in a moment because I am. Take my money. You know what you could do? You could order or advertise my Legend of Zelda stickers, or my Pokemon stickers, or my Dragon stickers, or my memo pads, or my notepads, or so I have original Legend of Zelda goddess paintings. Conundrum Rob here ordered one of my original Zelda paintings. So the Goddess of Courage is going to be wiped away and sent to his place, leaving Din, Nehru, and Hylia with me. I'm very glad she's getting a home, though. And she will be sent Thursday. Astral is also going to be getting your birthday present on Thursday. And it sounds like Gabby just bought something. Let me look. So I might be sending several things. What are you talking about email? Gabby, what are you talking about email? You did not just try to order through my email. I don't know why this purple. Oh, Redbubble? Oh, you ordered from my Redbubble? I was like, what are you talking about emails? And then I went on Store Envy and I'm like, all I see is Dad's order. What? Who are you asking? I don't know who he's asking. I don't know what he's asking. But we got some shading done. So next time we'll continue shading. If I do another 3-hour stream, he'll probably get complete next time. I don't know what conversation they're trying to have. So I will I most likely will finish next time, just because he's very simple and I only have one character. It's not like I have to deal with 5 million characters. So next time we'll continue the color pencil. We'll finish these medallions and the background, and then line art with my favorite funky colored fine liners, and then I have to say, this is like my favorite brand of gel pen now, but this will be for our highlights. Oh, and the metallic paint, because I do the metallic frame. Oh my goodness, I'm getting like gassy here. Okay, but I don't know why the camera doesn't want to. I don't know if it's settings wrong with Streamlabs. I'll figure it out, but and if I finish this next week and we still have time, we'll do some sketchbook studies. Only other thing is, this weekend is a stream weekend. I don't know what I'm going to stream. I might continue, let me find it. I did work on this on Sunday during the 35th anniversary, so, the this piece has gotten worked on, but not a ton. So I might work on this. Or I might work on, I have dragons to draw. Not draw, well, yeah, draw, but I also have some to paint. I don't know, maybe I'll do a poll on what people want to see. Like, I have my ABC dragons. So I have a Hydra here, I have Fafnir, and then I have letters. So I do have some dragons to do. I have this to do. I could do cosplay. I don't know if anyone's interested. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Because I do want to cosplay. I'm going to call her Fa because I don't know how to say her full name. But the Goddess of Courage. I've realized I could cosplay her. But I might want to make an actual outfit for her. So I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. But I will be streaming this Saturday unless said otherwise. So that's the plan. Thank you for coming to my stream. I am now going to log off and probably watch videos and rest and not talk to people. So bye everybody. Thank you. Glad to entertain you during your slow work shift.